We're ready whenever you are.
Here is the team that made Sidepiece. Yeah. 3/4. We have Teddy and Minsun at the top, who co-wrote, right?
Yes.
And then Teddy directed. And we have Jenness, who was the lead actress and produced, yeah? No, just all right, so I screwed up your intro, sorry.
It's okay. It's all good.
Well, thank you for submitting this film. Sidepiece is really a lot of fun.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
We're very honored to be part of the festival.
It's our honor to have your film in it, as you know. Go ahead and tell us where did Sidepiece come from? Were you guys just kicking around fun adultery ideas for a movie, or?
I don't know. I think I've said this in previous festivals that, you do a lot of internet research and you go down a lot of rabbit holes when you're doing things. And I think I read some story about modern dating, and this story popped up about some guy who was so emotionally unavailable that he decided to join a Ashley Madison. And I think Ashley Madison at the time was in the news for the data breach. And he had joined it as a way to avoid.
Ashley Madison is.
I don't know. Does anyone not know what that is? It's like I guess it's like a place to have affairs. I mean, I think we used to have these billboards around town, and it was like, life is short, have an affair, whatever.
It was.
Oh, wow.
And anyways, so I remembered reading some story about this horror story date this woman went on, because the guy that she went on this date with turned out, instead of the usual lie of being married and pretending to be single, he was actually, single and pretending to be married so that he could avoid having a relationship, but still have the benefits of, seeing somebody on the side. So I remember thinking, that is so messed up, but that is such a great idea. So, after that, I told Teddy, and he totally agreed, right?
Yeah, we were actually thinking of making this into a feature idea, either a spec script or a pitch, which we're still thinking about doing. And, basically at the end of the first act, the audience would discover what we discover in the short towards the middle to the end, which is that they're both not cheating, even though they're both saying they're cheating. And then for the next, they actually fall in love. And for the next, act of the movie, they have to create these fake lives to pretend that they're actually married on the side. Which of course all falls apart when they discover that they've been lying to each other the whole time.
Yeah, actually, that's one of the things I really enjoy about the film, is how through their date, they stroll through. You shot on the UCLA campus again, yeah?
Yes, we did.
And Michael's trying to come through. But,
yes, he is. He texted me. He says he can't see anything, but he can hear us. Can we see if we can hear him?
And when he speaks, he's not muted, but there is no way for me to
hear me. There he is. There he is.
We heard him.
Yeah, I'm here. I just can't see anything. I'm in the dark.
Yeah.
There might be a button that says where it's a picture of a little film, a little
Join
camera.
video.
And you might be, your video might be muted, so to speak. And
it's funny because in my Zoom here, remember at the beginning of the quarantine when every Zoom meeting was 5 minutes of trying to figure Zoom out?
Yeah.
But normally I can request share video, and I cannot request that he share his video.
Yeah.
But I wonder.
Yeah, this is unique. This is unique. I've been able to do Zoom on my phone before, and it's generally someone will text me the link, and I can just tap it, and I'm in the Zoom conversation.
Yeah.
This one was a little bit different. It was through email, and I'm just flying blind.
There's also a link where you can call on the phone. I wonder if you accidentally tapped that one.
That's probably what he did.
Okay, I'm dumb. I'll try again.
No problem.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up. Oh, it's good too because I'm completely naked, so this worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
So I'll get dressed and then I'll call you.
So I was in the middle of a compliment that while you're telling the story, you really do see them making their connection and liking each other while they start confessing their sins. And then it is I really enjoy that cute ending you put on where where mid-argument they agree to see each other again.
Thanks.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we had fun with that. And we were running out of shooting time because the park was closing, UCLA was closing, and they were kicking us out, and we were behind. So we had to rush through those last couple of shots on that scene like crazy.
Yeah.
In fact, we were a half hour late already, and the guy, we said, we'll be out in 5 minutes, and he went off to do something else, and we kept shooting for another half hour.
And we're like walking up and packing out. And
Yeah.
Michael and Jenness were such pros. I mean, they really, under those circumstances, really, I don't know how you guys did it.
Well, Michael offered to start packing up and taking things to the front, so it looked
Right.
like we were packing up and moving. And so there's like part of the crew was taking things to the front of the park while the other half of us were, okay, let's get some B-reel, run around real quick again, do it again. So yeah,
We should each get
though.
second AD credit too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And both of
Yeah,
the
I'll take
performances, I was going to say both performances, but we have all three performers here.
Woohoo.
And
Yes.
Minsun kind of stole a couple scenes there.
Yes, she did.
Just only one scene.
Yeah.
Well, but she pops back in for the.
Yeah, but I love that, but it's the look on Jenness and Michael's face that I love.
But it looked like it was really. It looked like the actors were having a lot of fun with this.
We did. When I first got the screenplay for, or just like the clip to even come and audition and read for the role, I was laughing out loud just in the first paragraph. It was LOL the entire time. Probably my neighbors heard me because I was just guffawing. It was hysterical. And I was so excited to just come and audition for it. I didn't care if I got the role or not. I was like, I love this scene. This is going to be fun to audition. And then I got it. And so it was just a wonderful experience all in all. So, yeah.
It wasn't even close. I mean, we a mutual friend of ours recommended Jenness.
Tracy
And-
Esposito, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah.
And the minute she read, we were just done.
Oh.
It was so obvious.
Yeah, we fell in love with Jenness right away.
And she is wonderful in it, especially all the data science references.
Right, yeah. Pretty good scientist, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I don't know why we picked that.
Because we wanted the lead female to be a STEM, a scientist,
Yeah,
and
I
the
know.
lead man, the character to be an artist. Flip the typical
But yeah.
Script, yeah.
bad cliches from romantic comedies.
Yes.
And was
right,
Michael someone you had in mind, or
In terms of,
I'm here.
How, as far as casting Michael?
we just asked Michael to do it. We knew Michael's work, and we have again like a personal connection, and we just prayed he would do it. So we
Yeah.
asked him, and we were lucky because he wasn't working at the moment, and he had a weekend available, and we got him,
Yeah.
and we were just,
Thrilled, beyond thrilled.
we just felt so lucky.
Oh, well, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can
yeah.
see you and hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good. I
You can jump
want to
in.
make sure you guys knew.
Yeah.
I wasn't just lurking.
No. You were sideways and then you kind
You're right.
of. So I was there.
Right. Let's be clear. I have children, and we finally just made it out to my father-in-law's, which is a long road trip, because they're having a barbecue for my birthday, which is
Oh,
it passed a couple days ago.
Oh, happy
So it's so loud in the house.
birthday.
I just took one of these,
Yeah.
came and sat out in the driveway.
We all should have those right now.
Yes.
yeah, brought to
Here.
you by.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, I should cover the label.
Yeah, exactly.
That's particularly appropriate
Yeah.
because throughout the short, you've got the drumsticks in your hands, and now you got the beer. Like you,
Right.
Yeah.
I like to mess with props if I can. It was a gift when they handed me the drumsticks. I thought
Yeah.
this is great. I like this. Get that
Yeah.
fidgeting out.
Unfortunately, we had to cut some drumstick B-roll, which we had.
No, but to circle back to when I joined the conversation, I would say that any cutting of drumstick B-roll to make more room for Minsun stealing the show
Yeah.
was all right by me. Totally fine by me.
you know, we have to admit that we gave her the kind of role that is, you don't have to be a real person, you can be showy, and actually though, even though she was based on two real friends of ours.
Yes, yes.
Ouch.
You can only take them in like those.
And I know one of them.
Wow. Those people are fun to hang out with and then leave.
Yeah.
And then leave.
Because you can only handle energy like that for so long.
Right.
Well, so did you shoot this one in a day, or was it a weekend? Full weekend, or?
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, 8 hours. We would have liked to have had more, but that was all we could get. It was at the Botanical Garden at UCLA, and they're only open for 8 hours. So that was all we got.
But you got enough.
Yeah, I
guess.
Barely. That was close.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we learned how hard it is to do that much. I was warned, but the script was the script at that point. So, and we knew, we had a lot of, we didn't have to move too far when we had to move. And the scenes, it was a lot of, even though I don't love, coverage, close up, it felt like we had to do that for a lot of this stuff because we really wanted reactions from both of them. This was all about the performances. And there wasn't a lot of, stuff to do with the camera other than that. So we followed it sometimes, and that actually ended up being editing more difficult with editing because we just don't have a space in those tight little pathways and such. So I wouldn't do that again.
I'll say though,
on a short that's like less pages. No, it's like a little more pages, and we're thinking we're going to need 3 days. It's only like a page longer, but we're going to need.
Yeah, all that being said, though, I would say that the time there on location was so efficient, and there was no sense of hurry or stress. No. So there was from the top down, there was a good energy, and everything flowed. Yes, we were busy the whole time, but never hurried, but also very efficient. And I was really pleased with how much we got done in an entire workload day.
Yeah. It was very pleasant. The whole experience from start to finish, it was efficient. Like Michael was saying, it's just pleasant. Like one step, next. It didn't feel like anything. It was very professional.
We even squeezed in a little medical mishap when we had someone overheating in the sauna.
Yes.
Remember?
We did.
Like, we ran the gamut in one full day.
We did have a great AD for most of the day.
Yes.
She got sick. So
she got overheated. Yeah.
Then I had to make the thingy board.
Yeah, Lisa and I both learned how to do the board. It's actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
It is. It makes it feel like you're making a big Hollywood movie when you do the clamp.
Yeah, but a little bit smaller Hollywood movie when you're also doing that and directing and holding the shade on the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was there any directing influences on this one? Any references that you were going after?
Yeah, a little bit. We wanted to do. I've been asked a couple times about this by friends of mine who are like directors of 20, 25, 30 years who've done a lot of projects. And at first they asked me, I think that they're criticizing me. And then when they're done, when I answer, they're like, yeah, I really liked that. But there's a lot of really, really tight close-ups on both of them. And actually also then when Jenness and Minsun are in their scene together, it's really tight and they're looking right into the camera. And it's a little bit off-putting at first, but that was a little bit of Scorsese, who does that, not often, but when he's doing awkward comic stuff, like in, I took a little bit of it from, there's actually a scene in Goodfellas when Henry Hill is introduced to Lorraine Bracco, I can't remember her character's name, her mother, but it's really tight on them. And then there's also, After Hours, the other Scorsese film that's more comic. And then also we did a couple of really fast pushes that are also Scorsese's famous for doing those. So you wouldn't think that a romantic comedy you'd try to channel Martin Scorsese, but he's a genius. So.
Yeah, no, I asked because there definitely was you got to flex your director's muscles a bit, and there's definitely some flair to it, and it's nice to see such a well-defined style in something like this.
Thanks. It was difficult though because we had our cameraman did not have a Steadicam, so, and we were on rough terrain and hills and stuff. So a lot of those shots that we wanted to use, we couldn't because it was he was pulling focus too at the same time. So I don't know how he did it all, but there were times when we were just off enough that we couldn't use those shots. So another thing we learned for next time.
Yeah, that exterior day, normally you don't have to worry too much about focus. Normally you got enough light that you...
yeah, but when we're doing those real fast pushes, we had to worry about it.
Great. Well, is there, before we run, is there any, I'm just going to ask because this film is so much fun, and you can tell the actors had fun with it. Can anyone come up with like a on the set story besides someone getting sunstroke that was on the an improv or
Well, the line "drink in the availability, baby" was completely new on the set. That was, I think, Minsun. Like you and Michael, we were talking about we needed another line there because that was not part of the original screenplay. So the "drink in the availability, baby," that was brand new, and it was kind of like we were all talking about the last scene and getting that, heightening the comedic flair for the big, finish, and we needed an extra line there. So it was just kind of, I don't remember who exactly, I just remember we all talked about it. Mm-hmm. And that was a brand new line for the final. So
it is. It's a funny line in a well-written script. There's so many clever lines in it.
Yeah.
Really, it's the kind of smart and funny thing that is good on multiple viewings. In fact, I think it gets a little funnier each time you watch it.
Yeah, agreed.
Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. No, you almost have to see it a few times to really sort of pick up on all the dialogue, all the writing, because it's clever, and there's so many double entendres, it's going to make your eyes cross.
Mm-hmm. And we pick up on little performance things every time too, like because there's a laugh line, there's a line of dialogue or reaction, and we laugh over it, and the second time we know it's there, we don't laugh, and then we pick up another facial reaction, another movement from one of the actors, and just love it. We were just so overwhelmed with Jenness and Michael's performances. They were so real and yet so funny. It was, and we're still finding stuff that we love.
I think some of my favorite things were the improvised things with the visor that you guys helped me with first. Michael to give him the hug, and I think it was his idea for the visor to smash down on my face, and that just kind of happened naturally because he's so tall and I'm so short. Kind of ran into his torso. And then with Jenness, when I was, basically driving her, and she just kind of closes the visor on me. That's one of my favorite.
Yeah,
so those are
turn it off.
Just shut me down.
Yeah, it's like the writing comedy was there before we began filming, and then the physical comedy arrives while we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more physical comedy than you would think, and it really came down to the actors and the blocking that they were coming up with on the set.
Yeah.
In the rehearsals. We did a little bit of rehearsals too.
Mm.
Sounds great.
I think we would have gotten more in had we not had the lady with the dog in the stroller.
It was the baby Bjorn, the dog in the baby Bjorn.
Yeah, Colin the dog came constantly.
Was squealing.
He was screaming at baby Bjorn the whole time while he was up and down the trail.
Which I would be too. I was stuck in a baby Bjorn.
Yeah. And then there are two hummingbirds that kind of were having at it too. So once the stroller with the dog would go by, and then there'd be these birds that would come in. And that was all during the first, the opening, the first two scenes when we're walking down that path where it's kind of more build up and real subtle, and it's supposed to be quiet so you can hear what we're saying. And then you have this dog that it sounded like something was being choked or tortured. It was so sad. We're like, what is that? So, and then once then it was birds. So it's just kind of like a smorgasbord of
nature.
It's nature, yeah.
The perils of shooting in public.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yes.
that could make the edit really hard. Nature.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to cut this off, but we're running out of time. Anyone want to throw in a last thing, or I'll just tell you how funny and smart it is one more time.
Yeah.
Let me just apologize for showing up late to the party. I tried to get here on time. I'm sorry, I kind of screwed that up.
No, it's great to have you. It's great.
Yeah.
And you know what? It says something. I'm not surprised that the film comes across so enjoyably, because obviously you all had a good enough time on this to virtually attend a festival together too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great time.
It was a blast.
I'm dying to work with both of them again. So
Oh.
we're trying to write each of them into whatever we're working on.
Oh.
It's a good idea.
Round
All right, well, thank you so much. And we'll get this online. You're going to be online for one night, I believe. It's a one night only show. So I will let you know when it's ready, and we'll make sure to get a lot of people to watch it.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for
Thank you.
including us. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
no, it's my pleasure. All right, thanks so much.
Seeing y'all.
Bye, guys. See ya.
Bye-bye.